So, Dr. Umar Johnson criticizes Terrell Owens. Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So I'm pretty sure that most people on social media is familiar, has heard of this viral video that with Terrell Owens and Chad Johnson or Chad Ochocinco, whichever one he's going with. And of course, if you're not familiar with Terrell Owens, he was a wide receiver in the NFL. I looked it up, said he played like 14 seasons, which is a success in any stretch of the imagination. If you play 14 seasons in the NFL, that's successful. But they talked about different things, but one of the things that they discussed on that video, Terrell Owens talked about his experience dating black women in high school and college.
Let me just drop some little things in here, little nuggets about, because a lot of people are like, well, what is he like? I've heard rumors, all he likes is white girls, this and that. Let me just set the record straight.
Tell him, get him together.
In a short version, I like what likes me, you know what I mean? But everything that likes me is not for me.
Ooh.
So I know a lot of black women have like, oh, well, that's all he likes, this, that, and the other. Well, if you do a little research, I have kids by black women. So clearly, I have to have some type of like for black women.
Yes, sir.
Today, like I said, I grew up in a black household.
Yes, sir.
So this notion, I get it because athletes, they get money, go to pro, then they want to date white girls, this, that, and the other. Everybody's experiences have been different. I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I have now.
Hit puberty.
Right. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom.
Yes, sir.
So let me finish my story. So when I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls was when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong.
Right.
I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned.
Damn, so they tease you, cuz?
Yeah. So there was a lot of self-esteem issues.
Right.
No, I'm being dead honest. So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that.
Right.
That wasn't the situation. So again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So, but that still didn't deter me from still dating or pursuing black girls. Right. So my thing now is, because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, to go off and make money, this and that, and date the opposite color, opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with, good energy, and I get a good vibe with.
Now, Dr. Umar Johnson, amongst many, have gave his opinion on what Terrell Owens said by way of another video with his damn face buried in the camera, right? So, well, before we get into what Dr. Umar Johnson has to say, I want to say first off, Terrell Owens never said he does not date black women. Because clearly he said that he dates women who he have chemistry with and who he vibes with. Now, people who say this obviously are people who look into basically hype race or have never really seen a video. They just operate based upon what they heard, and that seems to be the case with a lot of social media. Not get the facts. Let's just operate based upon rumor and spread rumors. But secondly, I would love to know who died and appointed Dr. Umar Johnson as the keepers of black penises. Like, who made this fool? Like, when did he get this promotion? When was he promoted to the gatekeepers of black men's relationship? I would love to know this. You know, because he always got this, always chiming in with what black men are doing in their bedroom, in their relationship, which is none of his damn business. He needs to be worried about his own damn bedroom, in his own house, not nobody else's. I'm just curious though, you know, like who made this fool, who gave this fool this authority? But anyway, so let's go to his response.
I'm tired of black celebrities and black men in general when it comes to the snow bunny crisis. When it comes to the snow bunny crisis. When it comes to the snow bunny crisis, I'm tired of Terrell Owens. I don't know if Chad Ochocinco used that. I believe Childish Gambino expressed similar sentiments. The reason you are bunny hopping in your 40s is because you got rejected by black girls in your teenage years. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make that you're suffering from post-traumatic rejection disorder. That's what you're telling me. Terrell Owens, you suffer from post-traumatic rejection disorder. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me. So since the black girls didn't like you in elementary school, you bunny hopping with white women in your 40s. Since black girls didn't like you in high school, you bunny hopping with white girls in your 50s. Because black women rejected you in college, you're now bunny hopping with white women in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. That's an excuse. Black men, that's an excuse. Stop using black women as an excuse for your bunny hopping.
Again, Terrell Owens never said he does not date black women. But if he does decide, if he comes out and say, you know what, I don't date black women, you know what, that's his damn business. That's nobody else's business but his. But again, he accuses Terrell Owens of, quote unquote, not wanting to date black women because of the experience he had when he was a 20-year-old. Back in the past, and he said that that's ridiculous. But these are the same hypocrites that are criticizing America from stuff that America did in the past. Slavery, Jim Crow, segregation. None of that's happening anymore, but yet they're still crying about it. The difference is that T.O. is the one who had the experience with black women in his 20s, in high school and in college, before he, as he said, he bloomed. But Dr. Umar Johnson has never seen slavery, has never seen Jim Crow, but yet you can cry about something that you haven't seen. Again, these people are hypocrites. Completely, totally hypocrite to the core.
Look at all the rejection black people suffer at the hands of white people. We get mistreated in white people's restaurants, but yet we still go back. We get mistreated in white people's shopping centers, and yet we still go back. We get mistreated in white people's grocery stores, and yet we still go back. We get mistreated at white people's universities, and yet we still go back. We get mistreated in white people's neighborhoods, and yet we still go back. We get mistreated on white people's jobs, and yet we do not quit the job. So you mean to tell me, when white people mistreat you, it's okay to go back to them? When white people undermine you, it's okay to go back to them. When white people marginalize you, it's okay for you to go back to white people.
And how exactly are black people being mistreated in either of these? You know, where are all these black people who being mistreated in all these grocery stores and shopping centers and restaurants, these quote unquote white-owned restaurants across America? Where are all these black people being mistreated? Where are these black people being mistreated in white universities? Right? Where are all these black people being mistreated on these white jobs? This is BS. What he's doing is here, he's telling a bunch of goddamn lies. And this is what leftists do. They will tell lies to push their narrative. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there, some black person who may have been mistreated at a restaurant, who may have been mistreated at a grocery store, who may have been mistreated on somebody's job. But this is not the norm. Most black people in America have no problem going to no grocery store. But yet he's just gonna hype up some nonsense. I mean, one person, black person, and millions of black people, and suddenly now this is a major problem for black folks. This is absolute nonsense, and this is the BS that these race hustlers keep lying. They keep repeating this nonsense, these lies, again, just to keep hyping race. But somebody show me evidence of this track record of all these black people being mistreated in any of this nonsense that he talked about. Of course, it doesn't exist because it's not true. He's telling the goddamn lie here.
It's funny I'm talking about Terrell Owens and I got on Eagles green right now. It's funny I'm talking about Terrell Owens and I got on Eagles green right now. It's funny I'm talking about Terrell Owens and I got on Eagles green right now. But this is not about Terrell Owens.
So I guess his next video, he's gonna wear what, 49ers red? And then the video after that, Cowboys blue. And then T.O. also played for the Bengals in the Bills. So what, you gonna wear their colors too now? That made no sense. And then he killed me with this repeating stuff 3 times. We get it the first time, Umar.
This is not about Terrell Owens. This is about all black men and any black men. From Alabama to Australia, from London to Louisiana, from Canada to Turks and Caicos, from Brooklyn to Botswana, from Johannesburg to New Jersey, any black man in the African diaspora, any black man on the planet Earth who is bunny hopping. I don't care if you're brown bunny hopping, white bunny hopping, yellow bunny hopping, or red bunny hopping. If you are bunny hopping, you are showing the world that you have no faith in yourself. You have no love for your race. You have no commitment to your community. And most of all, no loyalty to the black woman that gave birth to you. And most of all, no loyalty to the black woman that gave birth to you. And most of all, no loyalty to the black woman that gave birth to you. Now,
says who? Again, who gave this fool the authority on whether or not a black man hates himself? And it just absolutely amazes me how these pro-blacks are always talking about, crying about self-hate all the time. Self-hate this, self-hate that. But anyway, a black man not in a relationship with a black woman means none of that foolishness. And this is why you don't listen to idiots. And Umar Johnson is a straight damn idiot. And I just can't believe people still listen to this fool. But I will tell you this here, he's basically lost black men when he started blaming black men for all the problems in the black community, which black men are not the fault of all the problems in the black community. I always say it's black females. Looking at the numbers, black females are the ones that's the cause of the problems in the black community. But he's not going to blame black women because that's his meal ticket. Just keep blowing smoke up black females' asses, and he know that's where he gonna get his money from. Matter of fact, I guarantee you, when he give these speeches, there's probably a bunch of black women in the audience looking for somebody to make them feel good, not necessarily all about getting down to the truth. But anyway, I don't care what your skin shade is. You marry with who you want to marry. You get in a relationship with who you want to get in a relationship, and you don't let nobody tell you what the hell you should be doing. They need to worry about their own relationships. And again, it just never ceases to amaze me with these hypocrites, these pro-blacks. They're always crying about racism. Racism, 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 every damn thing and every damn thing. You know, racism in the Frosty Flakes. Racism in the electronics section, the electronics center. It doesn't matter, just racism, race, they find racism in everything. You know what I'm saying? The Transformers and the GoBots. But, like I said, don't let nobody tell you who to marry. You marry who the hell you want to marry. You get in a relationship with who the hell you want to get in a relationship. You don't let these race hustlers tell you anything. And if like I said, if they hated racism so much, then why would they be against interracial marriage? I mean, interracial marriages is probably the #1 means of ending, quote unquote, ending racism. But yet they're against it. So are they really against racism? No, they just against, all they're for is just hyping and perpetuating it and gaining off of it. And that's all Dr. Umar Johnson is doing. He's not helping the black community, not one. With no damn school. Matter of fact, he might as well change the name of that school to the L. Sharpton Jesse Jackson Academy. Because all he's doing is basically hustling race just like them. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on this. You know, Terrell Owens does what the hell Terrell Owens wants to do, and it's nobody else's business. And as always, y'all, until next time.